Hey everybody. Okay, so we're gonna give you some more information today because you're a part of our online community and we're super happy to have you. So we're gonna get started by talking about the best way for you to introduce a new concept to your portfolio. So if you are not necessarily in charge of rolling out products, but maybe you're in charge of a team, you're leading others, there's tons of areas both in our personal lives and our professional lives where this concept comes to play. So we thought we'd bring this to you today and let you marinate in it a little bit. And then if you have questions, be sure that you either put some comments in the chat and you guys can talk about it amongst yourselves or call for coaching, and we're happy to discuss it. So I love this quadrant. This was actually shown to me more years ago than I want to admit to. And I think it's just extremely applicable to, again, a lot of different areas in our lives. So we have products and customers. And again, the products side of this quadrant can 100% be a new concept or a new idea that we're rolling out to our team. And then the customer side obviously could be an internal team. Remember, we have internal and external customers. So we have our core customers, these existing clients that pay us consistently. They are the demographic or the persona that we know consistently does business with us, which we're going to see up here as existing. And then we have our existing products in which they buy. And that's kind of that ideal, that's the gravy of our business. And we know that that works. We have a product that we know that there is a need for in the marketplace, or we have a service that we know there is a need for, and we know that that sits in this upper quadrant. Then we have the idea that maybe there's a need for something new. And we suggest that the best place to try that market is with an existing customer, a new product. Why? Because we know that those customers are how we are currently taking in revenue. So if our current customers will then additionally spend money with this new product, they're the safest place to try. So we think that that's the next best place to spend or test a new product or concept that we're going to sell. Then we're going to take you to the upper right side of the quadrant and go to number 3 over here on the right. This would be an existing product that we sell to a new demographic. Maybe we have tasked our marketing team to search a new persona, or maybe we have discovered that we have a new demographic that's purchasing from us and we want to deeper investigate that. So that's going to be this third quadrant. Again, an existing product that we have to sell to a newer customer. And maybe even we're suggesting here that you may have to customize that product. But again, it's something that you already know, you're comfortable with it, and you could maybe just tweak it a little bit. The hardest thing for us to invest in and the most amount of risk, you know, my favorite word ever, being risk, is going to be this fourth quadrant. When we bring a new product, a new concept, a new idea to the market, and it is going to go after a demographic that we don't currently serve. This topic actually came up in some coaching that we were doing at the end of last week. And I think that we could repeat this as often as necessary, and it doesn't resonate as often as it should. Just because we have an idea that we think is valid doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right thing for the marketplace. It's only the right thing in the marketplace if it gets purchased. So we want to make sure that when we put products out there that we can have an audience. And again, new product over here, new customers. And so this is going to definitely be the hardest place to sell. It's the furthest from the kind of apex of our quadrant here, and it's going to be the hardest place for us to really kind of get some traction. And we just want to be aware of that. It's not that you should shy away from it, but it's going to take some attention when we actually get there. Okay, so for those of you leading teams, this is existing ideas and concepts with our existing employees. This is what they're accustomed to. Then we go and take a new idea and we ask our team to step out of the box. And how are we going to that and roll that? Then we go to our new employees, how we'll onboard them when we take that same concept or same idea. And then are we going to add any of those new ideas as a part of our solicitation of new employees? Is this going to be something that makes us marketable in the marketplace? Right now, we all have an employee shortage. So you can use this same quadrant in a really, really nice layout and see that it will stretch in lots of different ways. So feel free to customize it in any way. And hopefully this quadrant will become a part of your model when you start to stretch and risk, two of my favorite words. So again, thanks for being a part of our community, and feel free to leave your comments or your ideas in the comment section below. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week in our online community video. Take a little time to breathe life in.